Some captions. We don't do that usually, but I should. Okay, here we go. I'm going to place my hands on my heart. Take that deep cleansing breath of love and gratitude. Allowing ourselves to settle into this heart space, letting go of anything that came before this very moment and anything that may come after. Grateful to be the two or more who are gathered in the name and the nature of love. Grateful for our willingness to remove any and all blocks to love. That is our goal. And that is what we are attempting to do. And we are doing it. We're grateful for the mighty companions that assist us, walk with us, talk with us, guide us, lead us. We ask that they join us now, surrounding and supporting us, supporting everyone here, all who may listen later, blessing our conversation, blessing the technology that we get to use to come together each week. And we're grateful that we get to share those blessings and the love that we are with everyone because we're one with them. In grace and gratitude, we let it be. And so it is. Amen. So still in the manual for teachers this week. Try not to get hand lotion all over my book. 26, number 26, can God be reached directly? I think I'm just going to start us at the beginning, the first paragraph. God indeed can be reached directly. I'm just going to mute. There we go. God indeed can be reached directly, for there is no distance between him and his son. His awareness is in everyone's memory, and his word is written on everyone's heart. Yet this awareness and this memory can arise across the threshold of recognition only where all barriers to truth have been removed. In how many is this the case? Here then is the role of God's teachers. They too have not attained the necessary understanding as yet, but they have joined with others, which is what we're doing here. This is what sets them apart from the world. And it is this that enables others to leave the world with them. Alone, they are nothing, but in their joining is the power of God. This whole section to me felt so profound. And like the whole of the entire A Course in Miracles could kind of be summarized in this. Yeah, there was so much good in that, but just the knowing that what we're doing right here and right now, coming together to talk about how to live this life of love that Jesus is teaching us about, and that is what we're supposed to be doing, is very helpful to me. And the fact that he's telling us, you know, we're not there yet, but that's okay. That's okay. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. So that's where I'm starting us off. Who else would like to share? Catherine, it's so good to see you. Anybody? Ruler? Well, I can go on. I can go on. I think the other thing I will share then is just in paragraph 4, about halfway through, and it was just the sentence, salvation is not theoretical. because I feel like sometimes my mind can get caught up in the idea of, salvation is something that I'm working toward, but it's not anything that is actually attainable. And so it just becomes a theory in my mind, which doesn't seem possible. But here it's telling us salvation is not theoretical. So as I'm removing the blocks to love, letting go of the spicy opinions, the judgments that I have, and the beliefs that I have, that's how I'm going to get to salvation. So, Derwin, and then Gwen.
Thank you, Linda, for starting us off and carrying on. Catherine, so nice to see you. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Linda, as you said, this chapter is deep. It is. I got some new insights that I didn't play with before in A Course in Miracles. And those, partly what you shared, Linda, in section 4, paragraph 4, do not despair then because of limitations. It is your function to escape from them, but not to be without them. Those I assume, or I interpret, those who are still sleeping, who are not awakened yet, right? That we are not separate from them. But we have this ability to rise above it, to escape it. Then it continues, if you would be heard by those who suffer, you must speak their language. So sometimes I have this thought coming in, as long as we are here in this human experience, we have lessons to learn. We are not perfect. We're not there yet. We're here to learn those lessons. If I've learned my lesson, there's no reason for me to be here anymore. So that also, for me, justifies in a way, in a very spiritual way, why it's so important to listen still and speak the language of those who suffer. Because when they wake up, I'm here for them. But also when I wake up, they're here for me. Yeah, it's 4 paragraphs, but somehow very, very deep. Can God be reached directly? I would say yes. Each moment I accept the atonement. But then there's also in paragraph 2, those who, were not always in the enlightened state. And then I wonder, do I have to strive to be always enlightened and awakened? No. In this human experience, no. I'm here to learn. I'm here not to be perfect, to strive towards, but I don't have to be always awakened. That's not part of the human experience. Yeah, so a short section, but deep. Thank you.
Thank you, Derwin. Gwen, and then Leslie, and then Carol.
Thank you for what you said, Derwin. I mean, it just kind of goes to show all of our connectedness, and I found, again, this was short, but like you said, Derwin, it's so deep. There was really a lot here. And I guess there was so much that stuck out for me, but in paragraph 2, showing that there are teachers who are no longer with us, but who can be called upon. And that just kind of, for me, again, verified the confirmation that we're not alone. We might be alone in our space, in our house, or whatever we're doing at any given moment, but there are those that walk with us or that we can call on. And I guess that just really hit me last night when I was reading this, that, falling along the way as I do, I can get up, and keep going, and I can ask for help. And I loved it also in paragraph 4, where it's behold the problem, ask for the answer, and then accept it when it comes. And again, for me, that just like, okay, you can get a response. And I'm encouraged to be silent and still and go within just a little more often to get that. So thank you.
Thank you, Gwen. Yep. We just need to ask. Leslie, then Carol, and then Catherine. You're still muted, my dear. There you are.
Hello, everyone. Catherine, so good to see you. You've certainly been in my heart and mind and prayers for a while now, and it's just so good to see your beautiful face. Gosh, my heart is beating fast right now. I don't know why. I'm going to try not to cry. I've had a pretty hard month with my niece, Abby. I said something about her son. I didn't say something. I asked her a question. She perceived it totally personal, totally out of context. She basically froze me out for a month. She wouldn't return any of my texts, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get into the story, but I found out from my sister yesterday that she was really mad too, because when I apologized, they had been a group text to my mom, my sister, and her. And when I did apologize, I made it to the group and said just to her personally. And then I didn't call her. She has a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old. She works, she's married. I work 9 to 5. There's not a good time to call. And I remember the 2 weeks, especially when it first happened, I just kept thinking over and over that. You think you're over something and then you still are upset. I just kept thinking over and over that in my defenselessness, my safety lies. And that phrase kept coming to me over and over and over. And also the phrase, I need to nothing. I need to nothing. And I immediately sent her a Ho'oponopono. At the end of the short text, she wrote, that's it, I'm done, last straw. And then I didn't hear from her.
Hello. Hi,
Captain.
You want to come out?
During what you just said, that sentence 4, if you would be heard by those who suffer, you must speak their language. I don't know what that means, because not only I asked a question, she totally took it personal. She totally took it out of context. We couldn't have a conversation. She was very passive aggressive about the whole thing. I asked her for forgiveness, and I did just this morning, got a response back, probably because I was bawling with my sister last night for like an hour. So I'm sure she called her and said, will you please forgive your aunt already? She's very upset. Anyway, I got this big long text. Basically, she took no responsibility for her perception. How do you speak their language without going to their level? She's judging me as much as she wants me not to judge her, and it's like, she expects all this unconditional love from me, which I give her, and I give her to my nephew. But yet, if I don't do A, B, C, and D to her liking, I'm out of the family. It was so hurtful, the whole thing. And I wanted to respond so badly to the text just defending myself, making my points heard. And I know the ego wants to be right. I just kept saying that to myself. The ego wants to be right. So basically, I'm kind of feeling like a fake. And because I just want to keep peace in the family. We're all getting together for Easter. My sister hates confrontations and conflicts. So does my mom. So I'm willing to be the bigger person and forgive myself and forgive her. But what does that mean? You must speak their language. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, and I mean, I just kept saying, I just want her to forgive me. I just want her to forgive me. Well, now that she's forgiven me, it's like, well, is that really what you want? Because you're not happy. Since she's so-called forgiven me, because it's so conditional and it's triggered all this rejection in me that I've had.
Yeah.
So I know that's why I'm overreacting about the whole thing, but I just feel like, I don't know if I failed spiritually, or I just feel like everything I did was wrong all along.
Oh, my friend.
I feel like it's so stupid. It shouldn't feel like it's that big of a deal, but I asked a question, and when I asked, I was just there in December. I mean, and I don't need to defend myself to you guys either. I know I asked an innocent question and she took it personal. So I know it triggered something in her that she overreacted about. And then her perception was only what she could see. But I just feel like, Jesus has asked a lot of us to be the forgiving ones, and other people are so hurtful to us too. It's like, I've been suffering for this month of her freezing me out. And she sent me this big, long, huge paragraph of, okay, she'll forgive me and blah, and let the healing begin. And it just feels like such bullshit. I mean, and yet I know, obviously, I've not truly forgiven her, because if I truly forgiven her, and if you've all forgiveness is self-forgiveness, it's like, I know all these things, but it is hard to apply when you're so triggered and you're so hurt. And I just want it to be over. And Easter, I know I'm just going to fake it. And hopefully time will just heal. But that's just what's going on with me.
Oh, my sweet friend. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I know you guys love me unconditionally.
Yeah. You know what I'm feeling for you is that this is an opportunity to heal the remnants of that sense of abandonment that you were talking about. So that is what the purpose of this is. The purpose of this is not for you to forgive her. The purpose of this is for you to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to hold on to that sense of feeling abandoned. And however long ago that was, I encourage you to work with yourself at that age when it first showed up. Bring up a picture of yourself at that age. Listen to some music that you may have listened to at that age. And don't make this about her. This is not about her. To me, it feels like she is like Judas in this opportunity for you.
Mm-hmm.
She is allowing you the opportunity to take a really deep dive into this abandonment stuff and to really embrace that little girl who felt abandoned and to really make her feel safe, so that when you go to spend time with your family at Easter, you can, first of all, call on the angels, call on all the ascended masters,
yes.
Bring them with you before you go.
I will.
And know that no matter what she does, no matter what she says, no matter what anybody else does or says while you are there, that little girl who felt abandoned is safe with you. Nobody can touch her. That's just what I'm feeling.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If anybody just wants to comment, like Derwin said about that sentence, you must speak their language. What does that mean?
Well, she's speaking the language of pain.
So I'm supposed to speak the language of pain back?
You're
Love
supposed to
is the
speak the
answer.
language of pain back to you, back to the part of you that is feeling that same pain.
Hmm.
It's a
Can
cry.
I say
to
something?
her.
I can't raise my hand. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Carla.
Please.
Okay. I had a very similar experience. I'm on this team, the solitaire team, there's 25 of us. And one time I said, hi, something, it came out, ho, something. And they were offended by that. And I never addressed it because I knew it was a typo. I thought everybody knew it was a typo. I didn't say like you ho, or I just said hi, but it was ho, whatever her name is. So a month later, I think I spoke about this, but a month later, she was offended. She was like waiting for me to address it and waiting for me to apologize and waiting. And so I never did. So she left the team and I ended up texting her. I'm like, I'm really sorry. I apologize. I go, I'm really sorry. And she was committed to staying where she was in her upset and seeing it as true. And I just let her. I let her be upset. I allowed her realizing that whatever's coming up is coming up for healing. It's not her healing. It's my healing because I can't heal her. So I finally, I don't know if I don't have the text that I said, there are friends who interact and friends who don't. And often I discovered that people who leave the team tend to be friends who I don't interact with. We don't interact anymore. I said, that's okay. It can be friends who do not interact, but I know you will always be my friend. And she it touched something in her. It's not joining her, it's staying true to myself that I know I didn't mean offense. I know who I am. I know what I intended. And it's not joining her in the upset. It's actually staying true to allowing her to be whatever happens. And trusting that everything is only healing coming up, whether she accepts it or not, that's her choice. You can't choose for her. You can only choose for yourself. And that very next day, she actually reached out to the team and the leader invited her back and she's back on the team. We don't have any long conversations, but I know whatever it was, she's you're going to put this out. She's a Black woman. I understand ho is really offensive to Black women for some reason. So it feels like to me, like this is that whole racial thing that's been going on for 200 or 300 years with America. That's fine. I'm okay. Allow it to come up. I know I didn't intend that. And even if I did, I forgive myself for anything that happened. It's not forgiving her. It's really forgiveness is letting go of the meaning that you made and the meaning that they made and living from your heart. I mean, that's what the first paragraph that she read, I don't have, is that the God is always with us. I don't have it in front of me, but it's the Holy Spirit. It's who we are. We think what we see is real. And I mean, look, I have this experience of broken femur and it doesn't always feel comfortable. I'm like, but I trust that somehow it's not that this is my highest and best, but everything that happens is utilized by God to bring us the highest and best, whether your niece or whoever she chooses as she chooses. This is an opportunity for her, should she accept it, but it's an opportunity for you. So Linda has it spot on. Ho'oponopono isn't about forgiving them. It's about forgiving yourself. It's about remembering who we truly are, whether they see it or not. They have a choice. They don't have to. I know it's true about me. I know it. And if I know it, maybe they'll join me someday. But allow them that, it's not time, there's no time, but allow them that time, whatever they need to choose that. I know it. God knows it. I'm one with God. Don't join them in the illusion. Hold the truth. So that's all. Like one. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Carla.
Can I just add something real quick? I know there's people waiting. I don't want to, I just want to take a moment. I just wanted to respond real quick to Leslie and say, I feel your pain. You're upset. I've had similar things happen actually. But remember, your intention wasn't to be hurtful and unkind. And do Ho'oponopono for yourself, Leslie, because we need to give compassion to ourselves sometimes. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Gwen. Carol, and then Catherine, and then Grace, and then Mary Lee, and Hamira. Now we got the conversation going. Everybody wants to talk to you, my friend.
Hi, everybody. I'm so blessed to be here. I'm at my daughter's house, and we're babysitting our grandkids for a few days. But I loved this section. I thought the whole thing was just meat to eat. I mean, it was just so, and what I felt about it was that it answered so many questions, about wondering, do I hear God? Am I really in communication? Do you know what I mean? Is it, how come I'm not hearing it every second? All those things that I think probably all of us at some time wonder. It's answered those questions so beautifully for me. And Leslie, I also I lost a relationship because I said something to my aunt. It was my uncle's wife. So she's my aunt by marriage, but she was only 6 years older than me. She was like a big sister to me. And she came from an extremely dysfunctional and difficult background, lots and lots of pain, lots of pain. And I mentioned something about my being a mom and my kids, and I included her in speaking that I wasn't perfect and I had made these, and she got so offended. And she wrote me a letter, this is a few years ago, and said, I love my kids with everything within me. I do my best and that wasn't what I was saying to her, but she didn't hear it, couldn't hear it. And so now, I mean, we used to talk on the phone every couple of months and just laugh together and have such a good time remembering things from, earlier in our family and stuff. That's all gone. But she chose to separate from me. And I think maybe that she would keep getting hurt. So it's probably a self-protective thing. But what struck me in this, and I hope it helps us together, in section 2, almost to the end, it says all needs. This is about those that have gone before us and who support us. Okay, no one can call on them in vain, nor is there anyone to whom they are unaware. Oh, I love that. All needs are known to them, and all mistakes are recognized and overlooked by them. Does that not give us peace? Sweethearts, they don't even think about those things. They're just it's just gone. It's just that moment and it's over. It's done. We are not reminded ever. Whatever we suffer, we do to ourselves. And that, again, needs that forgiveness. The time will come when this is understood. We suffer because of it. And I think once we understand it, truly understand it, we can let it go just as quickly as they do, our supporters. And meanwhile, they give all their gifts to the teachers of God who look to them for help, asking all things in their name and in no other. The other part that I loved so much was, the part about you must speak their language. I think that's just compassion, to have a compassionate heart is basically, because we've all been wherever they are, we've all shared that, maybe not with them, but at some point. And so just to connect to that, whatever hurt or pain your niece was in at that point, you, I'm sure at some point, Les, felt that too and had that experience. And I think that that's all that's meant by that, to connect so that we have that connection with them. It's a heart connection, a compassion connection. Okay, and then at the very end of 4, number 8, it says, oh no, okay, behold the problem, ask for the answer, and then accept it when it comes. Nor will its coming be long delayed. We're not going to wait 6 months for the answer, okay? And it may be so simple, and so it just may escape us because it's not a big thing all the time. All the help you can accept. Now that's real powerful. All the help you can accept will be provided, and not one need you have will not be met. Let us not then be too concerned with goals for which you are not ready. We may not be ready. So if we go around thinking, wow, God didn't answer this, oh, what's going on? I asked this question, we may not be there yet, but we think we are, and we're not truly realistic about it. Because it's in the beginning, it says only where all barriers to truth have been removed can we understand. So there's so many connections back and forth in these 4 paragraphs, in these 4 sections. God takes you where you are. And back at the very end, God takes you where you are and welcomes you. It's all okay. It's all okay. What more could you desire when this is all you need? We get everything we need, everything. Nothing is left out. Nothing is ignored. No part of our heart, our desires, our wishes, our questions are left just hanging. We're not left. And so, man, I would read this section over and over and over again, especially when I'm feeling in the dumps or when I'm having a rough time or when I'm upset with myself, which is always the truth. I'm really never. I think I'm upset with my husband 50 times a day. It's not true. It's me, moi. It's us. It's all about us. This has taught me to be almost self-centered, this whole course, because it is really only about us. Whatever we give from our heart. Whatever we receive it to our heart. So it's about us. And so, yes, we need to stop thinking, oh, that other person, God will take care of that other person. So I don't know if this has helped anybody, but for me, it was very connected. The beginning to the middle to the end was totally connected. I love you guys. I hope it helped even a little. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carol. That was beautiful. Catherine.
Hey, well, thank you for the welcoming. It's been hard to come back into groups, so I just taken it in baby steps. It's just one of those places. So I feel like I'm where Leslie is, but in a different way. It's just, we have our numbness, we have our times. And I guess that's what this course assures us, is that this too shall pass, but none feel like it. And I'm so, I don't know that this section just jumped out so much, except that one part that Carol just spoke to, that when all the help you can accept will be provided. We just have to be willing to accept it. And I think of another thing that Jennifer tells us all the time is just ask for help. Let the Spirit do the heavy lifting. And look at what we take on our shoulders. I mean, my shoulders are pretty heavy right now. And it's like, okay, all right, I know what to do. I know that I must ask and I must allow. And when I ask and allow, because I don't have the answers, but what I do see is that when I'm upset about stuff, it is something in me that I need to look at. So I'm doing a lot of looking and I'm writing. So that's another thing that it just spoke more to me about that, okay, let's write about this. Let me put pen to paper because God's in the instruments. So let me put pen to paper and write. And this gelled to me with lesson 87, which is a review lesson today. I will be the light. And the light and the love are spirit. And we are one with spirit. So how can we not be love and light? So when we're upset with ourselves, oh my God, it's time to write the forgiveness letters about whatever comes up. So, I'm going to do some of that myself just because I can't help but feel sad. And it's like, well, there can be a sadness about this. And yet, okay, my Ron was given the opportunity to go home. I just wasn't ready. And so that's what I have to deal with. And there's fear there probably that I'm not looking at. So I just know that love is our answer. And that when we're ready to look at whatever it is we're ready to look at, well, okay. So thank you for welcoming me back. I'm glad I dialed in, and how lucky are we to have these rooms to come to. Thank you, Linda, for providing this space, because this is deep learning and we get a little at a time. Oh my goodness. Okay, thanks guys. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Catherine. So good to have you back. Grace and then Mary Lee.
Thanks, everybody. And it's lovely to see you, Catherine. Catherine, I really missed you. Really missed you. So I just wanted to tell Leslie that I have loved you since the first time you opened your mouth and told me one of your stories from the office and the cat and God knows what. And, you're an amazing person. You're so loving and lovable and kind, and you're sensitive, you're smart, you're funny. You've got everything going, girl, for you. And we love you. And I want you to just feel that, because in these moments when we're going through stuff like that, we don't feel that lovable, but you are. You're perfectly innocent and pure, and I see it every time I look at you. So I just want you to know that. And I think we've all been through stuff like that. I've got 4 brothers who have been fighting on and off since we were kids. And I guess, when I get hurt by stuff like that, it's my childhood experiences, and I'm guessing it might be for other people as well, where I was not seen and not heard. And somebody told me the other day to just look at that little girl from long, long ago, very long ago, and just say, I see you and I hear you. And you've been hurt, you've been rejected, you've been made to feel small, all those things. And we probably all have experienced it a little bit. And sometimes it's what brings us to this healing forum. I know that, that child was just blooming great. I sometimes can't understand why my parents didn't think I was the best thing since sliced bread, because I was a great kid, and so were you. And you're so upset about this because you're so sweet and kind. And I mean, you can do what Jennifer Hadley did to her sister-in-law and say, just fuck you. I love it. Our spiritual teacher told her sister-in-law, fuck you. And it actually helped the situation along quite a bit. So, we are human. So I just wanted to tell you, and all those fabulous things you're doing for Malawi, and I'm trying to help you with that as well a little bit. You know, you're so kind and so giving. Your niece doesn't know what she's got in you. You're the fulcrum of healing in your family. And, you know, you're so upset because you're so Leslie. Right? And then when you can face it all, then just do a pono for it and bring the angels in. You know, you've done nothing wrong, but you just do it and it'll help you. I love you, kid.
Thank you so much, Grace. I appreciate your words. You're very kind. Thank you.
You deserve it.
Yeah, ditto everything Grace said. Absolutely.
Thank you. I am very grateful to have this space to share authentically from my heart.
Yeah. And you know what else I was just thinking, Leslie, too, is this sense of abandonment that you're feeling around all of this. You get to be the one that is that fulcrum point of healing so that your niece and her children do not have to deal with it. The work that you're doing around it with yourself, loving the little girl that felt abandoned, is going to prevent them from having to deal with it.
Gosh, that's so hard to see, Linda. I in my heart, I believe you're right, but right now I just feel like her heart is so close to me.
Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay. Because she will open up when she is ready. In the meantime, you do what you need to do to take care of you first and foremost. And then know that every bit of healing that you are doing for yourself, every single way that you are loving yourself, you know, whether it's having a little pity party for yourself, listening to sad music and crying, or just, you know, moving around with the sad music, all of the sad things, all of the things that you are doing to allow yourself to feel the feelings that are coming up for you are helping her, whether she likes it or not.
You know, what amazes me so much is how much I want to defend myself. I want to go through point by point by point and show her how she's wrong, how that is not what I said, that is not what I meant. And I know that is not the spiritual path.
Yeah. But that's
pure ego, right? That's pure ego.
Exactly. And it's okay. It's okay. Our ego, that's what our egos are there for.
Right.
Our egos are there to protect us from the outside world. But there really is no outside world.
Right.
So the ego that's why it's crazy making. That's why it's insane thoughts.
It is. And just like I was said at the beginning of the conversation, that in my defenselessness, my safety rests. And I think Catherine just wrote that too. It's like, well, why does she gets to defend herself and make all of her perceptions known. And I just feel like, why do I always have to be the big kid here? You know, why? I just,
you could not be the bigger person, but then how would you feel?
Exactly. It's like, I now want, and like when I read that email this morning, and just my initial reaction, Grace, was fuck you. I'm not going to Easter. I mean, I was so triggered. And it's like, and that was her accepting accepting my apology. And it just triggered me so bad. And I'm like, I'm so grateful that I just waited. I chose to respond instead of react. I just waited and asked for guidance. And then I just kept it simple. I just said, thank you. See you in a couple of weeks, with a little heart, you know?
Yep. You're doing the best that you can in this very
And
moment.
she is too. And I have to remember that she is too. She's doing the best she can. And I mean, I don't know what she came in through with a past life, but she was a difficult child. I mean, I remember she was like 10 months old, because they lived with us for a little while. And she's 32 now, throwing her bottle out of the crib saying, hot bubba, mama, hot bubba. I mean, she's a strong personality, and we are not our personalities, we are spirit. And I'm willing to forgive myself. I'm willing to forgive her, and I'm willing to let God heal us all.
Yeah.
Thank you all for all of your prayers and words and love. I so appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're worth every bit of it. And what I know is, just like how challenged you were when you found out she was pregnant with her first child,
Yep.
you're going to look back on this months down the road and you're going to be like, oh my God, that was so helpful. No matter how painful it feels right now, you're going to be like, hallelujah that we went through this together. Hallelujah that I had this healing opportunity and that it's benefiting my entire family.
Yeah, it's so funny you said that, Linda, because I could not talk to her for 2 weeks. So when she was freezing me out, I'm like, Leslie, you didn't talk to her for 2 weeks. You were so upset when she was pregnant. So hello,
Yeah.
you know, but
Payback's a bitch. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Right?
just, this is not for the faint of heart, you know, this
No.
is work. This is
Absolutely.
work. I'm sorry, Mary Lee. I know your hand has been up.
Oh.
Be quiet now.
Oh,
You're good,
I
sweetie.
don't know that I have any words of wisdom. I do know that I think so often a peace that we might have inside is often upset by other people that we have to relate with. It's and I was raised with a sister who out of the blue is enters World War III. You might be having a great day, but then, and it's something that that you have no idea how to even respond to, because it's like what I feel, Leslie, you've been saying is that your response was not intended to start a big war. If anything, your response, from what I know of you through this group, was no doubt not intended to get her all up in arms. And dealing with some people, I think we sometimes take on that, oh my God, what in the world did I do? Or, oh, I said, or oh, good grief. And I have a neighbor that reminds me a little bit of how my sister would stir up something that wasn't even there to get stirred up. It wasn't even any intention to destroy your peace, but that it's kind of like I had to stop thinking I could change them, because I always feel like, oh, surely I can say something that is going to make this better. Surely I can, oh no, I didn't mean, just forgive me and let's go on. And no, many people want to be mad. You may not agree with that, but the psychology of many human beings is they really have such a lack of peace in themselves, and they can so easily take it out on you and interrupt your peace. What to do about that? All the suggestions others have been giving here. Certainly one can try to take those to heart and realize that wasn't what you, Leslie, were trying to accomplish at all. And that can make us feel so like, good grief, what did I do? Your niece may have the complicated reaction that many criminals have. They never forgive you for what they have done. You have to think about that quite a while, like you simply are the target. And there's not a forgiving spirit. There's not a peaceful spirit. And if anything, there might be great resentment without you ever being able to heal that. And it sounds like your niece from the get-go, when she was throwing the bottle down, hey, that's how my sister was from day one. She wanted to fight, and it made me become a peacekeeper and just try to be around peaceful people. And good luck in this world having people not try to get a little fight going. Some people like to fight and or cause a trauma drama. They're all about that. And I know that's coming from a more psychological viewpoint than a spiritual, but it is an aspect of what we endure in this world as we are trying to be the best human being that we can be while we're going through this very difficult challenge of living on this earth with lots of people that have many problems that they're willing to put on us. I don't know if that helps at all, but another person, if right now you inadvertently insulted one of us, most of us would in a minute want to say, oh, no, I'm so sorry. No, forgive me. We want to keep peace, but those that really can't give that, and your niece sounds like one of them. As far as speaking the language, there are just some people that I avoid, or that may not sound like the spiritual thing to do, but they're as far as speaking their language, understanding it is probably maybe a helpful way to look at it, just that you are not going to be able to undo her personality and her ego that stirs up and cannot accept a simple, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. So those are just some thoughts of mine.
Thanks, Mary Lee. I appreciate it, and it just, what it has to do with too, I mean, she always lied a lot as a little girl. It was just, she always lied, I would say, oh, this guy's pretty and blue. No, it's not, it's green. I mean, she was like that. And her son is 8 years old and he is exactly the same way. And I have said to my sister, oh, you think it's a DNA thing, And I mean, I was just there in December. He lied to my face about 4 different things. Again, not a big deal, but he tells lies. Okay. So, and she, I have learned from this conversation, I'm not a mother too, so that really made it really bad. I just asked the question, do you think he's lying? And she blew up. I think it's because part of it triggered, I don't know if because she can't see that he lies, or if she has a huge old pain body about her lying, but I will never say anything about her child again, even to ask a question. I mean, and see, here I am, all or nothing. I'm never going to, but my bad, I mean, do you think he's lying? I thought we were talking about it. Apparently we're not talking about it. So
Leslie, can I just throw in that the most important thing here for you is to just love yourself more than anybody. Care for yourself more than anybody else, so that, it's not fair for people to treat you like that in a way. So know that it's not okay, and just love yourself.
Thank you, Grace. I mean, because what Mary Lee said, it was the truth. It's like, it first of all, it was a text, so it didn't come out as it would in a conversation. I just kind of like, hey, do you think he's lying about it? I was just being kind of casual. I had no intention of her taking it so personally. And triggering her insecurities as a mother. I mean, just, it was an innocent remark, and I was just, I wish I would never have said it. Let's just put it that way. But I appreciate that, Grace, and I have been willing to practice self-forgiveness and self-love, and I regret it. I made a mistake. It happens. It took her a month to be able to talk to me. Okay, it took a month. I mean, I have to believe we're on the healing road now. I just
It sounds like she would have been mad if you were right and mad if you were wrong. I mean, there's a no-win situation with someone that isn't going to take a truth or something like that and just say, gosh, I'd like to talk to you about that. I
Right.
wonder if that could be, or,
just open up a conversation. Exactly. No, she
Right.
instantly got defensive. She has to defend her son to the death. I mean, she just, Mama Bear came out big time, which, I'm like I said, I'm not a mother, but I know that you don't say anything about my kid. Okay, got it. But
one day she'll probably find out that he perhaps is lying, and she'll
or not,
probably maybe remember, or not,
or not. I
she
mean, I
may
don't
never
think
accept it.
I don't, I mean, that's why I've always, when she tells me stuff, unfortunately it's with the greatest salt, because she has lied to me so much, just over stupid stuff, Ugh, I'm so sorry. I feel like totally monopolized this
Whoever-
entire conversation, you guys.
Oh, no.
Whoever just piped in on the chat I agree completely. This was not a mistake, Leslie. You did not make a mistake.
Yeah.
This is the elephant in the room that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
And
the reason she's
your
not a-
spirit knew
Yeah.
that. And that's what happened. She has to begin to face this, or she's going to be in for a world of pain with her child. And so you were the one God chose to very innocently bring this up. This needs to be handled. It needs to be looked at, not by you. It's not your job, but you were the innocent one who kind of almost was the scapegoat in this situation. But this obviously has to be addressed. Truth has to prevail, and otherwise, I don't even know how the future will be for this kid. So yes,
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think there was a mistake at all,
Wow.
sweetheart. You have no reason to feel bad. It was a shock, and it was hard emotionally initially because it is your niece. But whoever just piped in on the chat, I totally agree.
Colette.
I think
There
it was
no
Samara.
mistake made.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
thank
it was
you.
Colette.
No mistake made.
Who
baby.
was it?
Yeah.
Who was it, Linda?
Colette.
Oh, Colette. Okay, yeah.
Colette,
Thank
right.
you. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I so agree. So agree.
That's so funny you say that, Carol, because in December when I was there and Abby drove like a freaking maniac. I mean, we're talking 85. I mean, my sister was in the back seat. She had no seatbelt on. She had the baby who was a 1-year-old screaming because she didn't, whatever, and an 8-year-old. And I was terrified. And so I wrote her this big long, again, I'm the one that brings it to the light. I wrote her this text about how scared I was and what would she do if Anderson drove like that. And my sister was just there last weekend. She's like, Leslie, Abby didn't scare me once driving. She drove the speed limit. She was so slow. She was just awesome. So it's like by me texting her something difficult, she was able to listen and hear me, and she slowed down, maybe saving lives. I have no idea. So maybe, I guess what I'm saying, Carol, is maybe you're right. Maybe this will shine the light. And again, I thought we all talked about him lying. Even his dad says, we all know how Anderson can tell a story. I mean, I thought it was like a known thing, but Abby is apparently in this huge denial, because even in the text, she was like, my son doesn't lie. We talk about integrity all the time, and he's a very honest child. Really? Since when? Not to be bold, but
I get it. I get it.
said
But
yourself
see,
that
I
he's
honestly
just like
don't
her.
think even with my aunt, I said this innocent thing. She can't look at the holes in her mothering. She can't, not that I was even poking those holes. I was
Right.
talking about me.
Exactly.
And
I
yet
just I
she
asked the
took
question.
offense.
I
So,
asked the
yeah,
question, do you think he's
I know,
lying?
honey, but your innocence absolutely protects you. You have no reason to defend yourself.
Nope.
So get off of that and let it go, really let it go. And just pray for her and your nephew. And
Thank
send love, 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 love. And obviously they feel safe with you enough to even blow up like that. I mean, you are very, you're a safe one in your family. And for you to say that, it brought a reaction, but it's obviously necessary. The mom's not going to do it. So God knows you, sweetie, but let go of it, totally let go of it. There was no mistake made, none.
Wow. Wow. I had not
So
thought
that's
that.
all.
So thank you.
Just-
That's really,
I just wanted to, just chime in with that because I
Thank
truly
you.
believe you were just an instrument. You were God's instrument, period. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I have to go because my sister is coming. So I'm just going to close this with a prayer. I'm sorry, Nancy Gale, we'll get to you next week. And Leslie, you said yourself, her son is just like her. So, you know, she just took it as an attack on herself. And what I'm knowing, I'm just going to close it I'm just going to say it in a prayer instead of even reading our and know the truth for you all. So placing my hands on my heart and just holding such deep love and compassion for Leslie and her niece and her niece's little boy and her sister and their whole family, just knowing that everyone involved in this situation is pure innocence and perfect love, and that it could be no other way. And so grateful for Leslie's courage and strength to be that fulcrum point of healing for her family. Just please, Lord, surround her with legions of angels so that she may know her own innocence, her own divine perfection, and stand strong in that truth, knowing that that is the real truth of her being. I know that Leslie's niece is coming to her own healing in her own time, and that there is no way that we can rush anybody along in their healing. We cannot control a single thing anybody else does except for ourselves. All we can control is how we perceive things, how we react to things, and what we do about them. So what we're doing right now for our dear friend Leslie is we are declaring her pure innocence and knowing that she is absolutely able to let go of any need to be right, any need to make up a story about what happened, just to know that this is for her divine healing opportunity. It can be no other way. Everything is for us. Nothing is against us. You know, what could you not accept if you but knew that every stinking thing is gently planned by one whose only interest is our good? And so with that, we are taking that goodness and we are claiming that goodness, and we are claiming all of the goodness for all of these situations, that we are blessing each and every person that comes across our mind that we either have a grievance with or that has had a grievance with us. And we are just blessing them, blessing them, blessing them. And if we can't think of anybody to bless and love, then it's time to bless and love ourselves. And we are willing to do that because we are the salvation of the world. Together, we are a majority. We are God. One with God is the majority. We're so grateful to know that. And as we go into this time of the resurrection coming, we are knowing that we are rising. We are rising above the battlefield. We are rising into our Christ light. And we are grateful to claim this for ourselves and for the whole world. We're grateful to share that as a blessing, to share that as love with Mother Earth and all her beings, because we're one. In grace and gratitude, we let it be. And so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank
What a
you,
beautiful
everybody.
prayer.
Thank
Mm.
you. Love you all so
Love
much.
you
Thank you,
guys. Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Have a great week.
Thank you, Leslie, for our
Thank
healing
you.
today.
Bye for now.
Love you
Thanks,
all.
everyone.